Hi, it's Dr. Jones, and I'm back for another Byte Minute. Today, we're going to explore a concept around innovation and design and engineering. So, when we think about those words, sometimes they can sound a little bit overwhelming, but if we break it down into smaller pieces, it is not quite so overwhelming. So, today, we're going to look at something called a Crayon Tower Design Challenge. You may have built the tallest tower with index cards or spaghetti, or it could be with pencils or any other number of different materials. Today, what I liked about this particular challenge that I found was taking the idea of crayons, which are round, but are also can be stacked in a way that could be actually really innovative. So with this particular design challenge, we're going to ask the students to build the tallest tower using crayons. Now, what you can do is give some parameters and give them only 20 or 30 crayons, or you could give them as many as you wanted, depending on what your end goal would be. So in this particular question, we'd ask before pre-build, how tall do you think the tower will be? And have them guess in centimeters or in inches, depending on the lesson that you may be teaching in mathematics. What is the strongest way to stack them? Horizontal, vertical, crisscross? Have them jot down their ideas. Then have them go and build their tower using the crayons. After the challenge, ask them to sketch out what their final design looked like. It doesn't have to be perfect. And see if they'd like to, or have them respond to the reflection questions. How did you end up building it? How tall did it end up being? So you can use that with a ruler or a yardstick or even a measuring tape. And how many crayons did you end up using? If you've given them restrictions, you can say, did you use all of them? If not, and at a bigger picture, then ask the entire class to give the number of how many they used and how tall the tower was. It's a great way to dive into data analytics. So a couple of connections that you can make with computer science and with academics. Think about algorithmic thinking. How are they walking through decomposing the problem and creating the tallest tower? Thinking about the engineering design through computational thinking, decomposing, finding patterns, identifying things they don't need in order to actually build their tower. Data collection and analysis. This is something that I found would be an incredible asset after you're finished with the activity. Finding out how many crayons each group used, how tall, creating an average, a min, a max, a mode. Those are great real world applications to apply to something you're teaching in class. In addition to measurement, height, you could also even figure out how to do area and perimeter with the highest tower. And then, of course, thinking about optimization. Once you've done this, how could you do it better the next time? That is at the crux of what we do in computer science. A lot of times we have to fail forward and debug. Debug, of course, is finding errors in our project. Well, this has been a Byte Minute on creating a Crayon Tower Design Challenge using engineering, computational thinking, algorithms, patterns, utilizing your math concepts to really create something that's fun and engaging for your students in class. Hope you have a good time building your Crayon Tower.